Bernard Sheridan, and today we're going to take a look at the tour's latest winner, Henrik Stenson, winner of the Wyndham Championship. And here he has a short iron and put a box around his head here so we can kind of see what happens with his head on the backswing and on the downswing. So a little bit of a forward press here. Henrik has usually before he begins his swing, he has a slight forward press, which is kind of like a trigger to get him to start his backswing. There's many players who do this, and this is, fairly normal for a lot of players. So as Henrik takes the club back, starts to load the club fairly early, and by the time he gets his arm parallel to the ground, he's almost fully loaded. Now what I want you to notice is that his head has actually started to move a little bit forward by this point. Okay, so a little bit of a stabilizing, trying to stay steady, moving a little bit ahead. And as he gets to the top, he's fully loaded. So when we see him fully loaded like this, we're seeing really a significant angle here between the lead arm and the shaft. So he's loaded up at 78 degrees. We like to see at least 90 degrees or less. So he's doing a great job of loading. So as he starts down, what I want you to notice is that head starts to move forward a little bit, so that's that lateral shift. And then the rotation begins. And he is still really maintaining that lag on the way down. Now, the other thing that I want you to notice here is by the time he gets that club to that back pocket, all right, and what I mean by that is the butt of the club is just about to his back leg now. He still has a lot of load going on here. So he's at 115 degrees, which is really pretty darn good, all right? Hips are opening pretty well here too. But here's one thing that I want you to take notice to, all right? His head, his eye line, where he's looking, has now moved looking out in front of him. He's not looking at the ball. And as he continues to go, that head continues to rotate. And as he gets to impact, we're seeing some great things going on. Really nice lead wrist here. Very, very flat. And aiming at the target. We're seeing some, that shaft starting to kick through. This time, eye line is now way out here by this point. Okay, so when we talk about a steady head, his head has moved forward from where it was originally. That's because of that lateral motion. And his upper body has moved forward due to the fact that he's allowing his head to rotate as he comes through the shot. The more that you keep your head down and looking at where the ball is, the less this is going to happen. And the less that lead wrist is going to be flat. Because as he comes through, now he takes that divot and everything catches up in a nice straight line. I mean, and this is looking at some great stuff going on here. And that eye line again, by this point, is way out front. And as he comes to a finish, his hands and his head are just kind of moving together, which allows his upper body to move forward and to rotate through. So, pretty good lesson here in actually making some solid ball striking, getting that divot ahead, striking the ball and then the ground. And the other thing is allowing what we call the workhorse to actually rotate through and not stall tremendously so that the hands go past, which is going to take shots offline. This keeps the upper and lower body in sync through impact, and that is a must. So remember, it's all about impact. So until we meet again, I'm Bernard Sheridan with Impact Zone Golf. Try to keep it in the short grass.